Good morning, everyone. See what day it is. I don't even know. Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I feel like I've not been live in like weeks, but it's only been like 3 days. But I missed you all. Let's see who's in the chat. Live chat reminder, by the way. Verbal. Southern Mom. Drama must remain on the stage. Lisa. Very merry. Cement Shoes. Clancy. Mark Denning, nurse teacher, Cheryl Lynn. Okay. Michelle P., Southern Mom, Alex B. Good morning, everyone. So nobody has any wrenches, but I'm going to give a couple out. I'm just doing some reorganizing. Alex has been reorganizing my Discord. Well, she got it done, so I'm taking care of the channel. I hope it don't hurt anyone's feelings. I just had a lot, and that's why I did it. But I am going to add a couple here. Let me do it. So did everyone have a good weekend? Okay, let me give Cheryl one. And cement shoes. Okay, I got that fixed. Hey, Irish Eyes, welcome. Good to see you. I see you around a lot. And I just love your picture. Like your hair color. I just love it. You know what it reminds me of? I love Lucy. I love her. It's a beautiful color. Okay, so we are here to support you, CC. It should never stress you. Oh yeah, let me give Alex one. Well, yeah, I don't like being stressed out. I don't, and I have been last week, yesterday, and stuff, and I'm just not going to put up with it. Anyways, I don't even want to get on that. Today is a new day, and we got a lot to talk about. Last night, I was finding my topics to get ready for today, so I could, be more organized. And I come across this case of this guy out of Michigan named what's his name, Mark Latunsky. He's getting ready to go on trial for the murder of Kevin Bacon, not the actor, who was 25 years old. Mark killed Kevin back Christmas, this past Christmas, on Christmas Eve. So we're going to talk about that. It's an interesting case. Just wait till you hear the details if you don't know about it. Also, Suzanne Morphew, last night, I read that they found a body. Now, they're not saying that it's Suzanne's, but it was found by an old mines. Not too far away. Also, Barry has put their house up for sale. We're going to talk about that. And there is a missing, UC Berkeley student, Sydney West. She's actually from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, but she was going to school out in San Francisco. She's missing, so we're going to talk about that. Hey, Mandy. TC. Okay. I'm just fixing everything. Well, I hope you're doing okay, Mark. A lot of people, it's been a rough year, 2020. Poor 411 now, he's lost a couple different people this year. I know he lost his grandmother and just lost his friend. Bless his heart. Mark lost his brother. Elisa, she's lost two sisters this year. Two sisters this year. Goodness gracious. Prayers, Lisa, Mark, Will. Hey, Chatterbox. Michelle P. I got my FabFitFun box yesterday. Was so excited. I somehow smashed my finger in the car door. It feels all funny now, and it's pretty colored. Oh, Michelle, my brother shut his fingers up in a car door. We were out car shopping when we were little, and he was mean as a striped snake, couldn't keep his hands off anything, and opened up this car door and shut it on his fingers. Oh, they were awful looking. Bless your heart. Hey, Angel Eyes. Oh, that's a nice name. Sweet. Hey, Light Feather. Give Light Feathers back to her. Okay, I was just fixing a wrench here. I talked to myself. CC, I might be losing two more family members. My cousin ain't doing too good. My uncle not doing too good. They said he won't make it till Christmas. Oh, prayers, Mark. My mom's double first cousin. He's just about 50 years old, and he is eat up with cancer. He's not doing well. He was a hard-working man. All of his life worked in the mines and loved to ride horses and stuff. And now he can't do anything. He can't even get up out of the bed. It's sad. And then my great uncle, my mom's uncle, my papa's brother, he has Alzheimer's disease and cancer. He doesn't even remember my aunt he was married to for 40 years. Sometimes he does, and sometimes he doesn't. So sad. Hey, Red Rhyme. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Okay, I was just fixing my chat. So let's talk. What do y'all want to talk about first? Let me tell y'all about Sydney West real quick. Let me share her picture. She's the missing UC Berkeley student. And she's originally from Chapel Hill. That's where her family is, North Carolina. It's not too far away from here. Crap, let me get to my article here. So, she's 19 years old. Her name's Sydney West, and she has been missing since September 30th. Well, that's the last time she was seen, was September 30th at Chrissy Field near the Golden Gate Bridge. It's Chrissy Field's like just like a little park. I pulled up pictures of it. She's not been in contact with her family and friends, and she is considered at risk due to depression. She was last seen wearing a sweatshirt, white athletic shorts, blue Vans shoes. She's 5'10", weighs 130 pounds, and has blue eyes and blonde hair. Sydney moved from Chapel Hill, North Carolina to San Francisco in late August, and UC Berkeley confirmed she attended summer sessions this year. And that's all that it says about her. Her family didn't report her missing until, well, it wasn't long, October the 2nd. She was last seen the 30th. I guess after her friends couldn't find her, they contacted her parents. And Chrissy Field, like I said, it's a recreational park, but it was once used as an Army airfield. Doesn't look good, guys. She's suffering from depression. She goes missing near the Golden Gate Bridge. There's been a lot of people jump from Golden Gate Bridge. A lot of people jump from bridges. Prayers for her family. Trying to light my cigarette on this thing that doesn't make a noise. Okay. Let me see what y'all are saying. Near the Golden Gate, isn't that known for, I can't see that comment. Yes, Irish Eyes. It's known for suicides. Let me show y'all. Let me stop screen sharing this for a minute and get out of this. I just want to show y'all Chrissy Field. Because I, give you an idea what it looks like. The pictures I seen, you could see the park and okay, right here's a good one. Let me screen share. Oh, this looks like a nice little recreational park. I'd love to go to California. So that is Chrissy Field. You can see the bridge. I'd love to go there. Man, that is so nice. It's a really nice park. Isn't San Francisco known for having like a lot of dog parks? They're really pet friendly. I think I saw that on Animal Planet once. Yes, it's very nice. Hey, Chris Cox, good morning. Miss Murder, is that the Golden Gate Bridge? Yes. It actually is. My daggone cigarette wouldn't stay lit. It's not looking good. She's suffering from depression. And it said she attended summer sessions. Didn't she do fall sessions? Maybe she did online classes. It didn't say that she was still enrolled there, though. Hey, Just Jax. Good morning. Poor girl doesn't sound good. I know. And okay, that's got to be stressful. Moving across country away from your family and friends to go to school. And you're already suffering from depression. Poor girl. Prayers, Miss Murder. Insomnia sucks. I used to have that really, really bad. Especially after I witnessed that traumatic event I've told y'all about. I really don't even want to say it this morning. Yeah, I had insomnia for years. Anyways, I'm going to keep following Sydney's case, and hopefully they locate her soon. Hopefully they locate her safe. Okay. Now, what next? Suzanne? Let's do Suzanne, and then we're going to talk about a cannibal killer. It's such a crazy story. So I read last night that authorities say human remains were discovered by hikers near an abandoned mine in a remote location west of, I'm going to try to say this, Pueblo. Am I saying that right? Pueblo, maybe Pueblo. Colorado Bureau of Investigation spokesperson Susan Medina said in a news release Saturday that agents from its Grand Junction regional office have been requested by the, oh gosh, I looked this up, Sagawash, I think that's how you say it, County Sheriff's Office to investigate. Based on the conditions of the remains found Friday, authorities say it appears the body was there for quite some time. Now, Medina says there is no evidence at this point that connects the remains with the Suzanne Morphew investigation. Of course, a neighbor reported Suzanne missing from the Maysville area. And it says after she failed to return from a bike ride on May 10th. Now, we don't know if she even went on that bike ride. Just because they found her bike doesn't mean anything. And her bike didn't even look like it had been wrecked, from what I understand. Didn't have no scrapes or anything on it. Something happened to Suzanne in her home. She never left her home. Someone took that back there and planted it to make it look like she went on a bike ride and someone abducted her or an animal got her. A mountain lion. If a mountain lion got her, there would have been evidence of it. Also, Barry has put their home up for sale. He's wanting the hell out of Dodge, honey. Because I think this is a small town. Everybody thinks that he done something to Suzanne. I could see why he wants to move. But I think Barry is involved. I tried to give him benefit of a doubt, but I believe he knows what happened to Suzanne. I do believe that. Okay, it says the home of missing Chaffee County woman is now up for sale. Less than 5 months since she was last seen. A Zillow realtor confirmed that the Morphew home was put on the market on Monday. The 3-bedroom home, located on Puma Path in Maysville, was listed on Zillow and Redfin at $1,759,000. I think I said that right. According to the assessor's office, the home was sold to the Morphews in April of 2018. They were the second homeowners. That's a new home. I mean, it's new to me. In the weeks and months following Suzanne's disappearance, law enforcement agencies executed 2 search warrants at the Maysville home. A judge has ordered those documents sealed. At the end of September, Suzanne's brother, Andy Mormon, led a 6-day search effort to find any evidence connected to his sister's disappearance. Hundreds of volunteers searched 6,000 miles. Gosh, that's a lot. They used drones and stuff like that too. The search concluded with no evidence linked to Suzanne's case, according to the sheriff's office. Now, remember, the dogs showed interest in a couple spots. Now, Suzanne's brother Andy said that they made a hit, but the dog handlers reportedly said that they showed interest. Big difference there. Cannibal is on trial up here for 2 young ladies. His name is Adam Strong. Really, Denise? Good morning, Denise. Angel, I think he hid her body so well they'll never find her, or he will be charged. It's possible that they never find her. I think the Wiles is closing in on old Barry, though. I saw a picture of him, and he's lost a ton of weight. Could be worrying about Suzanne, or it could be worrying because he knows he's responsible for her disappearance. Worrying he's going to be cuffed and stuffed. I find it weird that he left to go out of town on Mother's Day morning, early that morning, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Really? If you was going to have to be out of town working on a weekend, you'd probably leave like at Friday night, right? Go get all kinds of work done on Saturday and Sunday and then come on home. That just don't even make no sense. And Andy said Suzanne and Barry were seen 4 p.m. in town. Later that night at midnight, someone sent friend requests from Suzanne's Facebook account to a bunch of men around her brother's age, around Andy Mormon's age. Isn't that weird? Suzanne could have done it, or someone could have had her phone and did that just in a hurry to make it look like she was still alive at midnight. Now, Andy thinks she was killed sometime after 4 p.m. and midnight. That's what I gathered from it. I think he's on to something. I really do. I think he's not going to stop till he figures out what happened to his sister and where she's at. And I don't blame him. He is a hero. I got so much respect for that man. I mean, if I went missing, I can't say my brothers would do that. I mean, I hate to say that, but it's the truth. Michelle, I find it weird he's selling the house now. Usually they sell it and won't return to the house right away. Or they sell it after they know the missing is not coming back. My thoughts and experience. Yeah, Michelle, I agree. Cheryl, I think it was Barry. Yes. Very Mary. It's totally weird. I'm not booting Suzanne search those profiles. Yeah. Yeah, she probably didn't. I mean, is it possible that she did that? Yeah. Maybe she's getting ready to leave his ass or something. She's like, I'm going to add some of these men on my Facebook. That's possible. I think someone did it to make it look like Suzanne was still alive at that time. Plus, Andy Mormon, Suzanne's brother, claims that the data on Barry's truck, I guess the GPS, doesn't match up with Barry's timeline that he gave to police. Hey, Karen. We'll give Karen's rich picture. Mary Mary, I thought I already gave your wrench back to you. I thought I gave TC's back too. We'll just have to see if they show up. Vote Barry for prison. Angel Ice says, yeah, he's definitely involved. You know what I've thought before? What if he got someone else to do his dirty work for him? I've thought that. Could have hired someone. But now I'm thinking just like Suzanne's brother. I really think Andy's onto something there. I think she did die before midnight. Someone used her phone to make it appear like she was still alive. I think she was tired of Barry's crap. I've heard he was having an affair. I don't know if that's true. She could have confronted him. But I really think that Suzanne was in an abusive relationship. I don't know if it was physical, but I do feel like that it was verbal. I feel like she was isolated away from her family. That's what abusers do. That's what my first husband did to me. He'd isolate me away from my family so they wouldn't notice any bruises or anything. But he's the one that wanted to move to Colorado. And after they moved there, Suzanne's father and brother said that they hadn't really talked to her much since they moved out there. So that made me feel like she was kind of being isolated. I could be wrong. It's just a hunch, just a feeling. Hey, Kelly, Barry must know Suzanne is not coming home. Exactly. Okay, so he could be, I mean, if he was innocent, he could be just wanting to sell the home and get out of that small town. Because everybody thinks he done something to Suzanne. But that's a possibility. I really don't think that. I think it's because he's guilty. Yeah, there's possibility. Like, I don't want him to be guilty, y'all. I do not want him to be guilty. It's going to make it a lot harder on the girls. Just think about how rough it's been on them. Their mom is missing. They can't find her. Everybody thinks that their dad did it, you know, bless their hearts. But I hope that he is innocent. And Andy said the same thing, Suzanne's brother. You know, he's not wanting Barry to be responsible. But all the things, how Barry's acted and stuff afterwards and not participating in the search. I mean, it makes him look guilty. He said he wasn't invited to that search, but I didn't know you need an invite to go search for your missing wife you'd been married to for 20 years, you know? But why wouldn't Suzanne keep in touch with her father when he was dying of cancer? I don't know. I think that she was in an abusive relationship is what I think. Why does Verbal not have a wrench? I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Everything looks weird. I added the wrenches and they didn't show up on my part. Let me go back in here. Sometimes you gotta go out and refresh. Stupid YouTube. Okay. Now, here we go. Michelle, I hope he is innocent, but it doesn't look like he is so far. Yeah. I mean, really, I really tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. When he done that video pleading for Suzanne's safe return after she first went missing, I defended him. Everybody was like, oh, he was acting all suspicious. And I was like, well, I'm not going to jump the gun and try to judge him because, you know, you don't never know how you'll react in a situation like that. Some men and some women do not show emotions in front of people. They will kind of come off cold-hearted even though they're not. So I tried to give him the benefit of a doubt. But as time has went on and the more that I've learned about this case. I mean, he just looks guilty. But I'm still keeping an open mind. Glitchy CC, fix it after. Okay, I will. I can go in and put y'all's direct links in for that. Um, what else? Gosh, that's an expensive home, isn't it, guys? What'd I say? 1 million and over $1 million. That video was bad for him. I know. It was a little weird. I have went back and listened to it. He says, "Oh, Suzanne." When he says that, you know what that reminded me of? That, "Oh, Suzanne, don't you cry for me. Going to Alabama with the banjo on my knee." That song. That's what it reminded me of. It was a little weird. Um, yes, it's a beautiful home. I would love to have that home. A home like it. That location. I would love it. I'd have me all kinds of farm animals, but I would make it look like a log home all the way around. The outside landscaping, I don't like. Well, they didn't have nothing fancy done, did they? It really wasn't fixed up too much, was it? On the outside, I'd had some beautiful flowers and stuff. I don't feel like I feel like Suzanne was the type that loved beautiful flowers. I just feel like that. And there wasn't none outside. So maybe she wasn't too into living there, you know? Maybe she really didn't want to live there. I know they had moved there to be closer to one of the daughters going to college, but they said Suzanne wasn't too thrilled about moving there. It's all Barry. Barry trying to show. I'm going to have to pull that up and look in front of their house. I can't see me on here. I can see you, Chatterbox. I can see you. He shook his head in no motion the whole time. Colorado doesn't do grass, LOL, too rocky. That's the way where I live at. If you dig into the ground, you're going to hit a bunch of rocks. Yeah. Cece, she bought the home, paid cash. Really? See, it was all his idea, I read. See, they have that home in Indiana too. They've been trying to sell. Maybe his budget is stretched. Maybe his landscaping's not doing too good since Suzanne's disappearance. These men and these women sometimes blow my mind. They think that they can get rid of their spouse, and it's like they can be like report them as missing. It's not going to be a big deal. Do they not watch the news? When a woman from the suburbs goes missing, it's gonna make headlines, national news. The house in Indiana sold. Okay, I didn't know that. Maybe I did and I forgot. Someday, CC, nothing happens without a dream. If I win the lotto over here, I will buy it for you. Aw, Karen. I'll be happy with a small log cabin. Don't gotta be a big one. Small one. My brother actually has a log cabin in the woods. He built himself. It's not a nice one, though. It's not a nice one. Chatter, you can't see your comments. We all see you here, dear. Yeah, we can see. I saw every one of them. Cheryl says that's what she heard also. Suzanne bought the house. She bought it cash, and now he's trying to sell it for over $1 million. Wow, now I see. I hope they nail him to the wall. I wonder if Suzanne had life insurance. Even if she did, he wouldn't be able to, or nobody would probably be able to collect it for at least 5 years. It'd take about 5 years to get her declared legally dead. Some states it takes 7. He's selling the house because he needs funds for a lawyer. Look, if he's innocent, Why didn't he take a lie detector test so they can eliminate him as a suspect and look for real suspects? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that. Now, I know lie detectors can be wrong. That's why they're, what is it called? Inadmissible in court. Um, because they can be wrong, but most of the time they're right. They can be faulty if someone's taking medication and stuff. But those people who give the lie detector test, they know how to read people. And they know if they're trying to, do something to alter the results. They're pretty reliable in most cases, I think. I'm not an expert. How did they go from a $200,000 home to $1 million home and pay cash? Hey, he must have had a lot of damn landscaping jobs going on. We got a close friend that runs a landscaping business. Um, he does okay, but he's not rich. I mean, by the time he pays his workers and payments on equipment and truck and stuff, um, he just does okay. He's not rich. Might be breaking even, doing a little bit better. Oh, she had an inheritance. Really? I think she was getting ready to leave him, guys. I think that they had an argument. She was like, I'm going to leave you. And he snapped on her. I mean, of course, it's possible that he wasn't involved and someone come in and abducted her. That's possible, but I don't think so. We know how these cases work. 9 times out of 10, they know the perp. Suzanne's mom and grandma left them a lot of money. Well, see, I didn't know that. Hold on, guys. Let me go get me just a little refill of coffee. We'll continue talking about this, and then we'll talk about the crazy cannibal, well, accused cannibal. I'll be right back. Sorry. Oh, great. I hear Mark coming on his motorcycle, guys. I may have to mute. Hey, good morning, Jermaine. How are you? Okay. So she bought that home with her inheritance, and he's going to sell it, pocket the money. So crazy. Oh, lady, don't start barking, please. You know who it is. Hold on, guys. Mark decided to grace us with his Harley Davidson during my live stream. So let me just mute. Okay, maybe they won't bark too much. If they do, I'll just mute again. Skylar, please don't start. Okay. Anyways, I'm really sorry. Anyways, I'm hoping they find out something about Suzanne, where she's at, and who's responsible for her disappearance. I believe it's just a matter of time, guys, before they figure it all out. Going to remain positive about it. I'm not feeling too positive about the Jennifer Dulos case. I don't think they're ever going to find that lady. Hold on. Okay. So now, oh crap. Oh my goodness. This bunch drives me crazy, guys. Okay, let me screen share this. This happened in Michigan. This next case. Lady just opened my door up again. Okay, this happened this past Christmas. Mark Latunsky met a young man by the name of Kevin Bacon on Grindr. Kevin went to Mark's home. They were having a good time at one point. And then Mark stabbed Kevin in the back, slit his throat, hung him from the ceiling rafters in a secret room, kind of like in the basement. After he was dead, he hung him from the rafters. He cut this man's testicles off and he ate them. He's getting ready to go on trial. Back in February, he was declared not competent to stand trial, but a judge has just ruled that he is competent now. So he'll be going to trial. There was a holdup because of the COVID pandemic, but now his ass is getting ready to go on trial. Okay, now let's see if we can find Kevin's pictures. Kevin was a hairstylist. Oh, here's this freak dressed in leather. I'm going to give y'all some back history. That's Kevin's parents. There Kevin is. I can't believe his name's Kevin Bacon, like the actor. Yes, this is a crazy one. What's going on with cannibals here lately, guys? Let me get my article pulled up here. I've got notes. So, Mark Latunsky has a history of mental illness and not taking his medicine. He was diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic. Let's see what else. I've got it written down here. Major depression, paranoid schizophrenic, and he has traits of personality disorder. And he was diagnosed with these things in 2010 and 2012. Now, in November of 2019, a young man, I think he was 29 years old, was seen running from Mark's home. What do you say his name? Latunsky's home. He was dressed in a leather kilt. He had blood running down his face. The neighbors called police. They came. The young man didn't want to press charges. He went on his way, and they did not arrest Mark Latunsky. Then December rolls around, and on December 23rd, he met Kevin Bacon on Grindr. The 24th, Kevin went to hang out with Mark Latunsky at his home. Kevin actually sent a message to his roommate and said that he would be home late, that he was having fun. After that message was sent, sometime after it was sent, Mark attacked Kevin from behind, stabbing him in the back, then slicing his throat. And then he took him down to the basement in a secret room, hung him from the rafters, and chopped off his testicles and ate them. December 28th rolls around, and police were called because Mark told people where he was going. His roommate knew that he was going to this Mark Latunsky's house. So he gets a hold, the roommate gets hold of the parents. They call police to conduct a welfare check at Latunsky's home. When police get there, he says that they can search his house. As they go into search, he tells them that he killed Kevin, and he's hanging from the rafters in the basement, and he goes on to tell them that he cut his testicles off. It's a crazy case. Let me look at my chat here for a minute. Yeah. So he has a history of mental illness and he would not take his medicine. I know we have discussed this before. A lot of times, people who are diagnosed with schizophrenia, they will not take their medicine. My grandfather was diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic and he would not take his medicine. Now, Mark Latunsky was married at one time. He was married and he had a couple kids. Um, then he got divorced. He married a man. I had his name here, if I can find it. I don't know where I wrote it at. But he married a man. They stayed married 3 years. Now, this man said that he didn't know that Mark Latunsky had any of these mental illnesses until Mark was served with custody papers. His wife was trying to take his visitation away from him because he wasn't taking his medicine and was acting all weird and crazy like. So he found out about Mark's mental illness that way, and Mark wouldn't take his medicine for him. So in September 2019, that guy left him and filed for a divorce. Yeah. Then November, he attacked that one boy who got away. Um, Now, when cops showed up in November, when that guy escaped his house, Latunsky had a bench warrant out for something. He was well known to the police because everybody knew him because he wouldn't take his medicine. So, they had encountered him several different times. But he was not arrested on that bench warrant. Had he have been, Kevin probably wouldn't be dead today. Because probably no one would have bonded them out. But yeah, his trial, they have not set a trial date yet. At least I couldn't find it, but I definitely want to follow this one. And let's discuss it. Each day we'll discuss it. Cece, did he? I do think that he cooked them. I do think. Look, I've got a good article here. I just need to find it. I'll read through it all for you guys because I know I am horrible at explaining stuff. I sent verbal a message this morning. I was like, just a warning. We're going to be talking about a guy who cut another guy's testicles off and cooked them. I was like, his name's Kevin Bacon, and his first reaction was, the actor? No. Okay, let me just find it here. Oh my gosh, I find stuff, and then when I go back to find it, I can't find it. So that's why I have my Discord room with all my links and articles so that I can keep up with everything. Oh, that's not the right one. His dad was in the courtroom yesterday. Kevin's dad was. He's glad to see, this lunatic be declared competent so he can stand trial. My goodness, I keep so many things in here. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's still the wrong one. My goodness. I mean, you got to be really, really disturbed to stab someone in the back, slice their throat, and cut their testicles off and eat them. Seems like I saw that there were actually 2 men before Kevin that had escaped from his house. I think the police was only called on one of them. Right here it is. What we know so far about the grisly slaying of Kevin Bacon. Kevin first went missing on Christmas Eve 2019, only to be found days later in the basement, hanging from the ceiling, his body mutilated. Mark Latunsky, age 50, was subsequently arraigned on charges of open murder and mutilation. A month before, prosecutors said Latunsky killed a man that he had met on a dating app. Police responded to his home after another man was seen fleeing from it, wearing only a leather kilt. Michigan State Police troopers at about 5 p.m. on November 25th responded to Latunsky's rural house at 703 West Tyrrell Road in Shiawassee County, Bennington Township, after a neighbor called 911 to report seeing a man running outside wearing only a leather kilt, with another man chasing him. The younger man told police he had been chained in Latunsky's basement. He said he became frightened or spooked, and that's why he ran from the house. Everything that happened in that house was consensual. Nobody wanted to file a complaint or file a police report. No criminal act was discovered, and there was nothing we could do as law enforcement. That's what they said. The younger man put on clothes, and troopers returned the $300 kilt to Mark Latunsky. The younger man advised he did not want a report to go to the prosecutor's office, and he was not looking for any type of criminal charges. I bet he regrets that now. The incident was resolved with troopers taking the man away from Latunsky's home. Troopers did not arrest Mark on his bench warrant during the November 25th incident. When asked why, the lieutenant said the warrant may no longer have been in the law enforcement information network, or Mark Latunsky may have already been arrested on it. Let's see what else. So Kevin Bacon was a 25-year-old stylist from Swartz Creek, Michigan. He went missing on December 24th. Michelle Myers, Bacon's close friend and roommate, told M Live she was the last to see Bacon in person that night. Myers said Bacon told her around 5 p.m. he was meeting up with a man he had met on Grindr, a dating app. At 6:12 p.m., Kevin Bacon texted Myers, saying he was going to be out for a while. He wasn't sure when he'd be back, but he was having fun. Carl Bacon, who is Kevin's dad, previously told M Live his son was supposed to come over for breakfast around 9 a.m. on Christmas, but never showed up. Carl said he was concerned and called police around 5 p.m. On December 25th, Carl Bacon said he met with police in Swartz Creek and later found his son's car in the parking lot of a plaza near the Family Dollar. Inside the car, police found Kevin Bacon's phone and wallet. Carl Bacon said, the following day, police found Kevin Bacon's clothes in a bag and in the back seat of his car keys being the only missing item, according to Carl Bacon. And Grindr did issue a statement about the case. It says, we at Grindr are heartbroken to hear about this terrible tragedy and share our condolences with Mr. Bacon's family and friends, reads the statement. And it goes on to say, while for privacy reasons, we do not offer public comment on individual user accounts, we remain fully committed to working with law enforcement in the event of any investigation. So his friends spent a couple days looking for him and his family. They had search parties going on. And then on that Friday around 3 p.m., the search parties were looking in the area of Sports Creek Raceway, located at 4290 Morris Road in Swartz Creek, after someone claimed they saw drops of blood in the area. Okay, so the police arrived and that yielded no results. And then they got on his social media and found out where he was going and tracked him right to Mark Latunsky's home. Police arrived to do the welfare check, and Mark let him in, and he told him what he did. Yeah, this is a rough one. They use Carol Baskin's grinder for inspiration. I see, shoes. Does she have a grinder? Wonder what's going on with Carol. Here it's called a balls grinder. Oh, is Austin in here? Hey, Austin. Long time no see. How you been doing? Bacon is somewhat popular name. They shut down 2 blocks in Surrey here because of the Bacon Brothers bad guys. Oh, really? What did the Bacon Brothers do? Let's look at this crazy man again. I mean, I hate to use the word crazy, but I don't know how else to describe this guy. I mean, he slit someone's throat and cut off their testicles and ate them, you know? Sick. I cannot wait to watch his trial. Sorry, guys. I had to cough. Poor old Kevin. I mean, he probably didn't know what hit him. He was attacked from behind. He is scary looking. I guess that kilt he's got on is $300. Let me see. Am I forgetting anything, guys? No, I think that's... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I am. I didn't have it in the title and stuff, but I was going to tell you about this priest who was sentenced in that. Well, he wasn't a priest, like Sunday school teacher. He was convicted of child rape in 1991. He served 15 years of a 30-year sentence, and he wants out. He wants a pardon. Dude, you're not getting a pardon. You're right where you need to be. Now, he's 79 years old now, but 79-year-old can still harm a child. Let's pull his picture up. Let's see. Right here he is, former Sunday school teacher. These pedophiles, they like to insert themselves around children. A lot of them, you would never think they would do something like that because, you know, they're like Sunday school teacher, football coaches, Girl Scout leaders, Boy Scout leaders. They insert themselves around children. Let's take down some of these stinking ads. Former Sunday school teacher convicted of child rape seeks a pardon. And this happened in the state of Alabama. His name is Leon Albert Prince, 79 years old. Served 15 years of a 30-year sentence after his 1991 conviction of carnal knowledge of a child. Allison Black Cornelius, who was 7 in 1972 when Prince told her he'd kill her dog if she didn't do what he said, kept her secret for nearly 20 years before she spoke up. Because it's embarrassing as a child. Sicko. Dozens of children, boys and girls, reported they were abused by Prince after Cornelius came forward. But she was the only one who followed through in court. She testified against him in a Jefferson County court, telling startled observers that he had raped her repeatedly over a 3-month period in a case that garnered national headlines. I don't remember this, but I was quite young in 1991. She did it because she could no longer bear the thought that he had access to other children. We were lucky for him to do 15, she told AL.com in 2016, 10 years after Prince was granted parole. It brought me 15 years where he didn't mess with the kid. Now we're back to square one. Okay, so it says 10 years after he was granted parole. This is seeking a pardon. So I guess he was paroled. Now he wants a pardon. I have heard from 52 of your victims since you were convicted in 1991, she said in an emotional video. I don't understand why you think it was a good idea to ask the state of Alabama for a pardon before you asked me or my mom or dad. You were my youth pastor at Tarrant First Baptist Church when you did that. My dad and mom trusted you when you did this. You destroyed our lives. Okay, so he was released. A year after Prince's release, Cornelius learned that a conviction of the carnal knowledge of a child charge didn't require him to register as a sex offender. So he was doing volunteer work with children. She worked with the state legislature to change that law, and in 2008, Prince was finally required to register as a sex offender. You know what? She is a true hero, true survivor. Um, I would like I would think he would start the atonement of his victims, and then once all of us were convinced of his incredible transformation, then we would all join him in going down to the parole board to ask to pardon it, she said. I would think he would need a letter of support from us. Wow. Well, at least she got him she changed the law and he had to be registered as a sex offender. In my opinion, pedophiles should never see the light of day again. They should be cuffed and stuffed forever. Take them to an island, drop them off, don't give them no food or water because there's no rehabilitation for these weirdos. Facts. I don't care what the doctors say. There's not. It's been proven time and time again. How many times have we seen that a convicted sex offender's been let out of jail and they reoffended? Sometimes they reoffend on the very first damn day they're out. Sometimes it takes a little longer, but they usually always reoffend. It's in them. It's just bred into their DNA somehow. And they're like these serial killers, serial rapists that can't control the urge. Sicko sons of bitches. Facts. Exactly right. Well, guys, I'm going to have to be getting off here. I've got some laundry and stuff to do, and I need to get a video up on my Patreon. It's been a lovely chat this morning. I always love chatting with you guys. I missed y'all. When I don't do my live streams, I missed y'all. It's like 3 days I didn't live stream. I feel like it's been 3 damn weeks, y'all. Oh, yeah. And channel members, we're going to have our Google Meet tomorrow night, 9 p.m. probably Eastern time. And I will post the link and stuff when I get it set up. And of course, I'll remind y'all tomorrow morning. Transformation. There ain't no transformation for those weirdos, right, Austin? They can't change what they are. Just shoot them and let it go. Exactly. Well, I feel the same way. Unfortunately, the law doesn't work that way. Unfortunately, these weirdos have a lot of rights. That's for sure. Hi, Yvonne. I love your name, Yvonne. Yes, everyone enjoy your day and be safe. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace, loves, hugs.